Morning, everyone. God bless all of you. Everyone who is watching now, it is my time. It's Monday in the morning, and we are going to continue the topic of gentleness. I have a few Bible verses prepared and a story about gentleness, but I just wanted to talk about what Miss Evelyn was talking about yesterday, about how the meek shall inherit the earth, the gentle shall inherit the earth. So there's also a verse that say the violent take it by force. So there are definitely times where we have to be gentle, we have to be meek, we have to be kind, and there are other times where we have to take what belongs to us, because it's not just gonna come like on a silver platter. It's not gonna happen. Not all the time, that is. There are times where we will have to do what we need to do. That's against the devil, of course. It won't really happen against people that often, but God is gonna fight our battle regardless. And so we don't have to dirty our hands. This is something I always tell people. Don't try and, fight people. Most of the time the devil is using them. And, he would even make that person forget what they did, 20 minutes ago. I've seen it with my own eyes. Some people are getting violent or angry, cursing, saying awful things, awful things. And, the person who's supposed to be gentle or supposed to be meek or supposed to turn the other cheek, they're engaging. They are getting angry with that person, and they're saying, really mean things back at them. And, just to make everything confusing, the devil would make the original person who was angry and violent forget everything that he or she was doing. And then, you just have one person who is hurt, another person who's hurt but doesn't know why, what's going on. So if the devil is, a part of those situations, the best course of action is to be gentle. It's to be, it's to forget about, getting angry and aggressive with that person. The violent, they take the kingdom of heaven by force. But when it comes to other people, when it comes to certain things, certain situations, we have to use discretion and be gentle. It says in Proverbs 15, I'm reading from verse 1. It says, a gentle answer, or some versions may say a soft answer, turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. So most of the time we get into verbal conflicts, right? Rarely does it ever get physical. If it does get physical, it's a rare occurrence. It doesn't happen very often. I can remember, a few times in my school when I was, going to school, we had a few fights, but a majority of them were just verbal. It was a lot of verbal conflicts, verbal confrontations. So we see that in life, verbally, we are always going against people. We're always going at one another verbally. So a lot of the conflicts that we may experience may not be with our fists, with our hands, but it will be with our words. But, words are very powerful still. So it says that a soft answer turns away wrath. A soft answer turns away wrath. So wrath is that anger. It's that violent anger. It's that anger that leads you to even kill. Wrath that is poured out is anger that's ready to do anything. It doesn't matter who's in front of you, man, woman, child. Wrath is wrath, and wrath is going to tear down anything in front of it. Wrath is something very, very dangerous when you're in front of it. When you're the cause of someone else's wrath, they go to the ends of the earth to seek you out. And, wrath doesn't die by anything except vengeance, once the vengeance is fulfilled, or when a soft answer is applied. Isn't that powerful? When a person is angry, when there's wrath, nothing can stop it. Nothing can put it to rest except a gentle answer, gentleness. So there are times where your family, you're getting into a confrontation with your family. Things are going left. Things are getting bad very quickly. And you decide to give a soft answer, a gentle answer. I've seen it many times before when angry people have come to the church, people who are very frustrated, very angry. They look like they're ready to explode. But, with a soft answer, with gentleness, we speak to them, we talk to them, and we talk them down. We talk them down, and they're able to receive clarity over the situation, and they're able to, move forward. So a soft answer is able to tear down this wrath that people sometimes develop. And, sometimes it's years. It's a wrath that has been building up, anger that has been building up for years. But a soft answer, no matter what, it's able to tear it all down. It's able to bring it all down. Anything else, like a harsh word against somebody who is angry, a harsh word it stirs anger, it just makes things worse. It just turns the situation sour. So when we are faced with an angry person, when we're faced with terrible conflicts, we need to be prepared to give a soft answer. We need to be prepared to give a gentle answer so that we can avoid wrath, we can avoid aggression, we can avoid any unnecessary situations, unnecessary conflicts. A good story, one of the stories that I really like in the Bible, is about how King David, he was protecting some men. There was a gentleman, his name was Nabal, and he was, the Bible keeps saying he was a scoundrel. He was a really bad guy, really bad dude. And David would send out some men to ask him for help. 10 young boys to ask Nabal, because Nabal was very prosperous. So he sent out some young men to go get some help, some provisions. And Nabal refused. He said no. And so the young men came back to the camp. David, angry, he told 400 men, gird yourself with your swords. Let's go. Let's go meet Nabal in person. You didn't want to respond kindly to the 10 boys that I sent. All right, I'm coming to meet you with 400 now. So David was about to completely destroy this guy. He was about to kill all the males, sheep, all the male, everything. He was about to kill all of the males that were in Nabal's house. And, one of the servants of Nabal that David was protecting, they ran to his wife, Nabal's wife, Abigail. And they let her know what was going on, what David was about to do. And so she prepared food for the men that David had in his company. And she ran to him before David could get to Nabal, and she fell at his feet and gave a soft answer. And she even said, "On me, Lord, on me. Let this iniquity be on me. So she was prepared, to take the brunt of that situation on her. And she had brought out cakes, she brought out raisins, figs, she brought out bread, grain. She brought out a lot of things to help those men. And because of her answer, because of her reply, because of her actions, she saved Nabal and all that he had. Later on, of course, unfortunately, because of his greed and refusing to help David, God struck him and he died. And then later on, David took Abigail to be his wife. But we see that because of her answer, because of her actions, her attitude towards that situation, because she had a gentle spirit, a meek spirit, she caused David to stop his wrath. So a man who was about to, pretty much destroy this guy, murder this guy and all he has, she was able to stop that. She was able to put that to a halt. So gentleness is a powerful tool. When we want to stop a war, when we want to stop something from happening, when we want to, prevent some unnecessary conflict, all you need is a gentle answer. All you need is, a soft answer. And that wrath, that calamity, that tragedy that was about to unfold, it will surely be put to rest. It will be taken away. So we have to be prepared, not only to give a soft answer, because there were times where Jesus, he gave soft answers. There were times where Jesus, he gave an answer that was, very gentle. But there are other times where he was very, he was very harsh. He said it as it was. He called the Pharisees, brood of vipers, whitewashed tombs. He called them, he said a lot of things to them, but that was because they did not know their place. They were hypocrites. So they knew about God, or they pretended to know about God, and really they didn't. So he was very kind to the people who, did not know God, and was truly trying to find God. So those were the people who he was kind to. So we have to be prepared at any moment to, give a rebuke or to give a gentle answer. All right. That is all for today. We're going to continue the conversation of the fruit of the Holy Spirit tomorrow. So God bless all of you. Have a wonderful day.